Tourism is once again up in South Dakota, with 2023's numbers beating out last year and even those before the pandemic. Tourism groups in the state's two largest cities are looking to capitalize on that growth, eyeing possible Amtrak service as another way to bring in visitors. Cooper Seamer has continuing coverage for us here at 5. Cooper, good evening.
Yeah, Andrea, for tourist organizations in South Dakota, it's not hard to think of all the possibilities that Amtrak could bring. But the State Department of Tourism is more hesitant on the idea, at least until more details are known. 97% of visitors to South Dakota drive to the state, but more and more are also flying in, combining with more business to have the state's two largest airports in Sioux Falls and Rapid City call for expansion. State Tourism Secretary Jim Hagan says this is a good problem to have.
Both airports bursting at the seams, both setting records, and so to have those airports, to be able to grow into the future and accommodate more visitors is great. It's not only good for tourism, it's good for economic development.
But what he's not sure about yet is expanding that access to Amtrak service. While the Federal Railroad Administration's long-distance service study lists 2 potential routes through the state, he says there's no solid number yet on what it would cost and who's paying for it.
Everybody has that curiosity. What could it look like? But that curiosity comes with a price tag too, right? So I think we've got a lot of hurdles to jump over. I think there will be a lot more studies done in terms of, is this feasible?
Tourism organizations in South Dakota's 2 largest cities, Experience Sioux Falls and Visit Rapid City, say they know that uncertainty is real, but that's not holding them back from thinking of the possibilities. Experience Sioux Falls CEO Terry Schmidt says passenger rail could help the city reach visitors that otherwise wouldn't think about traveling to the Mount Rushmore state.
People are looking for adventure and experiences. Amtrak can deliver that, as the others can, but it's another way to get people in here. Not everybody likes to fly. Not everybody likes to drive.
Visit Rapid City CEO Brooke Kaufman agrees, saying that many people out west already make it a point to visit the Black Hills and then move on to other areas. And if they can join in on people looking to visit by just taking the train, it'll help boost their numbers as well.
So I think even something like that, where they have a different option of just getting in the car and driving or having to fly community to community, that's a really popular route for especially that leisure visitor. Might open up some opportunities with that too.
Both also say that outside of tourism, more visitors means more for businesses, and that can help spur more development in 2 already growing cities.
On case studies, they've said it's really driven, tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars in development around a station. So I think there's a lot of opportunity with that.
It would also elevate Sioux Falls in the business world as, boy, that community has it going on, or they would never have Amtrak.
Now, in the next round of stakeholder meetings for the Federal Railroad Administration study, those will be taking place at the end of May. And from there, it's expected that the final report will be due to the Congress, and that will be put together by the middle of June.